Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome to Talking Shit with your boy, the Sophisticated Jerk. And today, man, I wanted to touch on this topic with Travis Hunter. So, man, if y'all been checking the internet, there's been big story out here. Everybody talk about Travis Hunter and his girlfriend. What's her name? Leanne, Liana, Lene, whatever. You know, she been kind of disrespecting him in like numerous clips that been floating out here, and you could tell like he's kind of a simp sucker for love type dude right now. So everybody's been kind of like breaking down the clips and trying to give the young guys some advice. But the topic for this video, if you guys seen the title and stuff, it's old school simps are at fault for creating younger simps like Travis Hunter. Because I get it, man. We jumping on the female for having this type of behavior, but I think it is the old school guys. We used to hear them back in the day. I'm 45 myself. The happy wife, happy life type dudes, the guys that always pitch the provider stuff. I think that's why a lot of these younger men, they're seeing like old school simps that used to get disrespected out there. So they're kind of following the same footsteps of these guys and stuff. So I think they're the ones at fault. Even though the lady has a bad personality, bad treatment of Travis Hunter, she's just entitled because a lot of times guys give that entitlement to females. So, I'm always on some 50-50, make a female invest in you type shit. Make sure she treats you, right. So you don't get this type of treatment that, Travis is getting out here. So, yeah, I'm going to play some of the clips to kind of give the context, like when, people started touching on this whole story and stuff like that. And then, of course, we're going to break them down and stuff. But yeah, the old school simps did everybody dirty, man. This they fault that these females be having this entitlement like this, that happy wife, happy life type nonsense. So, yeah, we go break it up. Let me just pull this first clip up. Then we'll jump in there. All right. And this first clip, it ain't gonna have no volume because it's just gonna show like the pretty much her like body language and how she's just in a pissy mood all the time. How's this little young chick always mad and stuff? Shoot, this dude out here, I think Travis Hunter has got a net worth of like 6 million. Highly decorated. I think he was the first player to win the Heisman and 2 other awards in the same year. So he's definitely at the top of the, I'll say, chain as far as like play a football player at this young age and stuff. And he's already very successful and stuff. So it's like, man, shoot, shorty, you should be just ear to ear happy, but to be this moody at this young age and be this entitled, this is crazy. But like I said, I got to put this on the old school gentleman that been pushing this whole agenda like, hey, men, your masculinity's tied for you doing everything and this whole soft life stuff, and never telling guys that they should be expecting a reciprocal type of relationship, respect and all that. So yeah, let me play this first clip. Just kind of look at her body language and stuff. See, so he coming up there, trying to brace her. This is his moment. He's happy. And she just, kind of brushing him off and stuff. So, that was just the first one to kind of show like the first piece that people started analyzing and breaking down like, dang, she kind of don't like this dude like that. She's just, kind of always like mad, pissy and stuff like that. But, typically when females act like that, they just honestly, they just don't like you. And there's something deeper with them, something wrong with them where they just don't realize like, hey, that's your moment. I should be happy for you excelling and, doing all this stuff. And you let me be a part of that process. You invite me to these like different events and stuff like that. So it's almost like she's upset since she's not getting none of the attention and stuff. And, he's still trying to accommodate that, even though, it should be his moment. You can see him just like trying to bring her into the fold and stuff. So yeah, he definitely on some simp shit. He got snapped up out of it. So let me play this next clip. This is the next one where he was at a picture taking event, and she's just kind of starts sitting there and she's kind of like whining, I guess, because she was there for a while. So let me go ahead and play this.
All right. You went to the hotel, you go walk around.
So you see her in her picture, she's just kind of mad and stuff. So he's going over there, like when the one guy just walked away, he took the picture. You could kind of tell that guy was uncomfortable because he was like, "Damn, okay, like they starting to argue. Let me take my photo and get up out of there." So it's just like, man, she's just ruining possibly business down the line because it's just like if he keeps bringing her to events, eventually people gonna be like, man, we might not want to do this because he gonna bring her along and stuff. She's like a drag on stuff. So yeah, Travis gotta wake up a little bit. But let me play some more of this video.
Where'd you get find Matt? I called him twice. Where's that coming from? What's that? That's
Trav, we're gonna take one as a group and that's it.
Yeah, so nah, and the reason why, like, I have to put it back on the older generation because it's just, you know, if men operated a certain way and stop pushing all these messages, like you got to do all this and you're not supposed to receive like good behavior back and get with a female that actually likes you. Because I think another issue with, I think that men kind of push was, you know, get the baddest chick out there. You know, forget getting the one that like treats you with respect. It's almost like, oh, get the trophy type wife. And, you know, everybody predicates like another man's success based on like what his girl looks like and stuff, instead of like how she treats you, the respect. You know, is she with you for the right reasons? And, you know, a lot of the philosophies, a lot of old school guys push was like I said, the simp, tricking, you know, you do all this, you spend all the money, you know, have no expectations back. And so this is why the younger generation, they just operate like this. He thinks this is the norm, like as far as like the treatment that he's getting from her, like, oh, it's almost like he expects that type of female to be like a booty like that. But it's just like a lot of guys like me, you know, I always get pushback. I'm like, man, if they don't invest in you and they don't respect you, get them up out of there, man. And, you know, I always get a lot of pushback from like men versus, you know, it's the weirdest thing because I be saying it all the time. I was like, man, the most pushback you're going to get from like these spaces and being online on panels is from other men that like, oh, you can't do 50-50. She won't respect you. She'll resent you if you do that. So it's all a bunch of scared, you know, men with no balls that's out here giving all this advice to younger gentlemen like, oh, you need to do this. You're not masculine if you don't pay for everything. Yada Awakening is like the simp cult leader. So you'll hear all those guys pretty much giving that type of advice and shit. But I'm gonna play a little more clips to kind of give y'all the context of like why I'm saying she really don't like him, and this is why like it kind of puts Travis in that simp territory, because like when she starts talking about certain things, you could tell she's just like, wasn't my primary choice. I'm not attracted to this dude. I'm just here because hey, this cat already got some bread and he's gonna be up there. So she subconsciously she just be disrespecting them like when she's just speaking out about different stories and stuff, because I think they got a YouTube page with each other. But I mean the stuff she says is just like you could tell that's a chick that just don't like this dude. And it's Travis is doing it to himself by sticking around, but it is sad because this is like, man, Travis should be out here with like all kind of confidence, you know, shit, a Heisman Trophy winner. Man, I'll be talking in third person. Like in that last video that I played when she sitting there crying, I'm like, hey, look, Travis Hunter don't like the way you talking out here. Travis Hunter ain't gonna bring you to another event. She be like, damn, why you talking like that? I'll be like, I'll be talking with authority out here. Like a young cat with some money supposed to. Cause it's like, man, he done beat the odds on everything. He already locked in paper. So yeah, I'll be like, look, you about to get fired. But all right, let me go ahead and play this one. And this on the title of this one, it says Travis Hunter's fiance says he used to take her to parties, drop her off, and wait in the car while she partied. Now, this is the elite simping. You damn near a chauffeur out here driving her around to like go get the Diddy freak offs and shit. And you sitting in the car being sober as hell and shit. Now, if somebody liked you, man, they ain't gonna be sitting in there like allowing you to drop them off. They'd be like, nah, that's not right. Let me go get an Uber. Or I'm just not going and I want to kick it with you. So Travis, I don't know where your dad at. Matter of fact, your dad should be arrested for you on this level of simping. he should have to do some time out here. These old school simps, are they giving out bad advice? We should have like there should be a penalty for that or a charge or like a couple years in jail for giving out fraudulent information to the youth. But all right, let me go ahead and play this.
And I'm Hispanic, so I have tequila like in my veins. So I drink. I don't drink a lot, but I drink, and I used to party and stuff. And he would literally drive me, sit outside for hours while I'm inside like partying, and then take us home. Like he never tried to be like, oh, just because I drink, you can't drink, or you can't hang out with your friends, or you can't, you know, if he doesn't drink.
Yeah, that's sad. So I mean, just listen to how she talking, man. Like does this look like a person that's like trying to, because somebody that really likes you and is there for genuine reasons, man, they try to even shield your image. So to even say like all this happened, they're not going to be out, man. I know better not to put my man in a position where he's like looking weak out here and stuff like that. So a woman that actually likes you would sit there and try to guard your image, you know, to the best that she could. So for her to freely speak like this, and these ain't scripted. This is her just like turning the camera on and kind of like just speaking out. So, you know, these are her real thoughts and stuff. So it's not like she's going out her way to like be over the top and stuff, because it's not like she needs to come out here and chase the bag like some of these YouTubers that gotta go say extreme stuff to get views and stuff. So she's pretty much secure, but she's still in that mindset of like, I'm just gonna disrespect them. So all right, here's another one. Let me go ahead and play this.
I'm not toxic at all. Like I'm very
Travis
chill,
Hunter
very
fiance
calm,
saying she's no longer toxic
demure.
is giving.
So now I don't think I'm toxic at all. I don't have any toxic traits no more.
I am delivered. I felt like women. I will love a woman.
Yeah, so that's one. So I got a couple other ones, man, because I'm just trying to show you she had different things. Like she's constantly out there just posting some of the stuff that like she said in that clip, like I'm not toxic no more, you know. And it's just like, man, she's only like 20 something. I think she said she's 2 years older than him. He's 21. So it's like at 23, you know, she talked about being toxic. She's always moody. You know, don't have awareness or appreciation for this dude to excel, and he included her in her life. And that's why I'm saying, man, why like a lot of men, we got to get it together, because it's just like when you creating this entitlement like this, you see how she operated. This dude is a young billionaire breaking the odds of shit, and she's like feeling like she's above him. Like you would think like she was the Heisman Trophy winner with her confidence and how she's maneuvering and kind of sunning this kid like that. So it's just funny too, because I got a son that's Travis Hunter's age. And see, my son grew up with the mindset like, hey, you treat a female good if she treats you good back. And you ain't gonna be on no trick shit. I told my son young, I was like, hey, if you a trick, I'm disowning you. Like, don't come home with that shit. So my son, man, he maneuvered with confidence. So he's 23. He's the same age as them. And if this chick was acting like that in front of my son, he would have been like, look, you out of here. He would have had security like take her up out of them events. Like, okay, you want to act like that? We done. Like, peace. So he would have had a totally different situation. But this next clip that I'm about to play, this is the highlight of his sipping. And Travis, you man, you know, need to go to like Simps Anonymous. You know how they got like Alcoholics Anonymous and shit. They need to put him in a 12-step simp program and get him up out of there, because this chick gonna wipe him out. But my man definitely in love, and he got the matching pajamas in this one. So watch how he be talking and stuff, and watch what she kind of says in this clip. This was the most revealing one. This was the one that kind of made it sad. It's like, damn, my homie's a elite simp out here.
On Instagram, and she does.
And I just didn't respond to him. He wasn't my type. So then I left him.
I wasn't her type.
And see, she was like, he wasn't my type. She left him in the DMs for like 2 months. And he even caught it. He's like, damn, you know, I wasn't her type. Shorty done made him take her to events or the parties. And my man was like the Uber, the chauffeur out there. So yeah, I'll keep playing. But yeah, that just this segment alone, 10 seconds in, is like she just comfortable disrespecting this dude in Publix.
Left him in my DMs for like 2 months.
And then finally I answered him, but I didn't want to like be nothing. I just wanted to just be friends. Like we could be friends. And then after I finally answered him on Instagram, then we texted for like
a long time,
like another 2 months. And then he was friend zone because I didn't like. He was like, "Am I friend zone?" I was like, "Yes." I was not into him. And then finally, I had to go to a friend's birthday dinner, and I didn't want to go by myself. So he was like, "Oh, I'll go with you." And then he went with me, and then we was in love.
Yeah, we was in love ever since then. Like we hung out the next weekend. I saw myself on Instagram.
He chuckling and shit. Getting disrespected out here, thinking it's a good time. But see, that's the issue I have with a lot of these messages we be putting out as men, because it's just like we are not teaching the youth, man, that they should be expecting a level of treatment back. And so it's like setting them up for failure, especially like these young athletes, man, because we see it so many times where the females just coming in there, man, cleaning these guys out. They have no expectations for nothing. We be saying stupid shit like fine, fit, and friendly. Like, hell nah. That's why I'm on that whole, like, baby girl 50-50. And even for, like, rich dudes, it's like, okay, you got the money to pay off everything, so you're probably not going to have, like, all the bills and stuff. But it's like, if you're a man of resources, like myself, too, it's just like, man, I go for females that got bread. I don't mess with no broke chicks. Like, 2025, no broke chicks. That's the campaign. Because guys, they be saying that dumb shit like, oh, we'll get the girl at McDonald's and IHOP and we'll level her up. I'm like, fuck that. Like, don't mess with no broke chicks. Like, if you're young, you still, even if you got money, you should be building. So, for example, like if I was in this case and I'm a football player or something, walking in, signing $1 million of contracts and stuff, and like NBA players too, I'm like, look, you need to go to school. You need to be like a lawyer, get into accounting, or, you know, like we're going to get some real estate properties. You know, you're going to manage those. You're just not going to be sitting at the house talking about some soft life shit and thinking I'm going to be like just throwing money at you while you just sipping margaritas at the crib. Damn that. Like, you're going to make yourself useful. Like, you get that accounting license. You can oversee the money. You can make sure I ain't getting ripped off out here. Like, we always see athletes getting taken to the cleaners by their own, you know, finance teams or stuff, are like, you know, lawyers could represent them, making sure they're doing their negotiations. They're not getting taken advantage of. So it's like, nah, I'm going to put your ass to use. And that's the issue with a lot of these men with these messages that we be pitching. Because it's just setting guys up like they should just be slaving to death, get with a hot chick that really don't like you so you could impress your friends and shit, you know, instead of getting with a chick that actually like you. Like, so for Travis Hunter, I'll be trying to find me a celebrity chick. Shoot, you know, he ain't the best looking brother, but it's just like, shit, he could go out there and get a little chubby celebrity chick that everybody ain't fantasizing about it. It's like, hey, I'll get you right physically, and man, she gonna be in love with you. She ain't gonna be there trying to take advantage of you. Instead of like, dudes always want these broke chicks, these projects, and oh, I'm gonna build you up and pump my money into you, and she cleans all these dudes out. At the end of the day, the story always ends the same. But there's one last video I wanted to play because it was like another one just highlighting like how disrespectful she is.
Hunter fans trying to warn him after his fiancée exposes this major red flag.
When I met Travis, I met him at a time in my life where I hated men. I actually literally hated men. So I was very toxic. I had a
Travis Hunter fan.
See, and that's my thing, man. Like, this is a 23-year-old girl, mad at life, moody all the fucking time. No awareness who she with, like the position he's about to put her in. Because I think I read something like they plan on getting married in 2025. So this dude, he about to get cleaned out. And he just walking into the trap. He probably ain't gonna get no prenup. He ain't gonna get no paperwork. You know, so it's just like, man, this is gonna be a bad case. And I get it that he's in love and stuff, but this is one of those things like, man, you need to listen to some of the people on YouTube, because I know like a lot of, I'll say even celebrities and ex-football players have, you know, kind of told them like, hey, slow it down, enjoy life, you know, pump your brakes a little bit. I know you love homegirl, but sometimes if a lot of people are telling you consistent things, then there's something there. And especially if it's coming from people that like are pretty solid, don't have like bad backgrounds. It's like, I get it, man. Everybody thinks they're invincible, man. You younger, but it's like, man, you got to pause and listen. Cause it's like, man, the whole reason why I always come out with the 50-50 is not to push my lifestyle, because my shit is in order, but it's to, like, to let other guys know, like, hey, man, you don't always have to take that position that other guys tell you to take, where you got to pay for everything, and you just a workhorse for these chicks. So that's why I always get pushback on stuff. I'm like, nah, fuck that. Make sure she invest in you. Make sure that respect there. And man, I know we impressed by looks and all that shit, but if a chick really don't like you, man, drop down in looks and get somebody that's actually rocking with you. Cause all you guys are really doing it for is to suppress other guys. But oh, I got the hot chick. And then once y'all leave the event, you're going back to your house, she's disrespecting you. She's giving you holiday head because she ain't even attracted to you and shit. So it's just like, man, guys keep on setting themselves up just to oppress other motherfuckers. And it's just like, man, stop worrying about oppressing people, man. Pull people in your life that's actually there for genuine purposes. But all right, man, I just want to do a quick video, man, because I kept on seeing a bunch of this stuff and I really ain't looking to it until I saw a couple clips. I was like, oh, hell no. I was like, I got to do this because, yeah, these old school dudes, man, are fucking the youth up. So, and like I said, the reason I do it is, like I said, I got a son that's 23, man, and I be schooling them, man. It's funny, man. I see a lot of older guys that are in this position as Travis Hunter that get like with females because of looks, and them chicks disrespect them. So it's not just a young guy thing, because I see like guys in their 30s and 40s and 50s still like getting played like this and stuff. So nah, like I said, I'll pull my son up and he'll break it down to you. He don't be tolerating none of this bullshit. So yeah, it does. If you younger guys and stuff like that, man, listen to guys that got game. Stop listening to these old guys that are got beer guts and half their hair missing, and you could tell they ain't got no game. They chick probably disrespected them since high school, because the guys just want you walking in the same trap that they had to accept as being a dude that ain't attracted to females. So yeah, nah, get it together, y'all. All right, y'all, peace.